Hi there, this is Patrina Wisdom, author, speaker, and leader creator of the Badass Bodacious Life movement. I just wanted to come to you today and talk to you a little bit about unlocking your money mojo. You know, as women, a lot of times we struggle with money. Maybe we don't have financial education. I know that for myself, I wasn't raised with financial education. I didn't get it at home. I didn't get it in school. And really, if it weren't for my husband, I probably never would have taken the time to really learn about finance. Because of that, a lot of times we as women, we end up becoming the homemaker, right? We get married, we kind of put our financial futures into our husbands' or our wives' hands. And, we just kind of start living life by default. So anyone who knows me, one of my favorite quotes of mine is stop living by default and get back in the driver's seat of your life. So today we're going to talk a little bit about finance and unlocking that money mojo. We're going to talk about some of the challenges. The first challenge for women typically is that we actually live longer than men, so we need to properly plan for our futures financially. One of the other challenges that we commonly have is that in the workplace, we're not getting paid as much, we're not getting the promotions, we're earning less than men, and pretty much doing the same job or more. And then we also have frequent breaks in employment. So we take off to raise children, and then as we get older, we even sometimes have to take off from work to take care of our parents. So that really affects us financially, and we need to be more prepared. One of the other things that we often struggle with is investment intimidation. So because we don't have the financial education and we're not involved in the financial decision making, it makes it very challenging for us to move forward and really build assets for our future and create that legacy that we all desire to have. And the other thing that really stunts us a lot as women is that we don't know how to ask for help. All right, ladies, this is a tough one. I know we're so used to taking care of and nurturing everybody else that oftentimes we put our own needs on the back burner. So I'm here to encourage you today not to do that. Lastly, women are actually very much underinsured. So when it comes to insurance, life insurance, things of that sort, a lot of times, women don't understand the benefits of life insurance or how it works, but also we undervalue ourselves and our roles within the homes and even a lot of times in the workplace. But we're actually worth a lot. If you really start to think about what it would take to replace us in the home or what it would take to replace us in certain environments, there is a value and a cost to that. So insurance is very, very important. And I believe a lot of people don't really understand insurance and how it works. So that's part of my mission, is to really educate people, not just on the investment side, but also on the insurance side, and making sure that people are properly protected. And then also a lot of times we as women, or really men and women, we feel like it's an unnecessary expense, when in reality it's an investment in ourselves, it's an investment in our livelihood, and it's an investment in our future. Because insurance doesn't just protect our current assets, what we have now, it also is going to protect our future incomes if we do it properly. So it's really important to sit with someone like myself, who is a professional licensed in the industry, and get the guidance that is needed out there. So just a few distinctions. Middle Americans like myself, like yourself, we typically have jobs. We earn collectively under $100,000 per year, typically have 401ks, which were actually meant to be more supplemental to retirement, not to be the main source. And we rent homes, we have term life insurance, we have debt. All of these things are things that everybody pretty much struggles with. And unfortunately, we don't have the support, we don't have the advisors, we don't have access to that, so that we can actually build a very strong financial plan. Whereas if you look at the top 1%, the people who do hold the wealth, they're typically entrepreneurs, which is why I've gone that route for well over 20 years. They earn more than $250,000 a year. They have permanent life insurance, which has all sorts of benefits, including cash value, and you can do so many things with it, like I said a little bit earlier. They own their homes, right? It's an investment that makes them money. And they're typically debt-free with a diverse portfolio of asset accumulation products. So there's lots and lots of aspects to this conversation. But one of the things I want to offer today is that, your net worth really is affected by your self-worth. And you really need to kind of get a grasp on what it is that you feel like you deserve. Our relationships with ourselves directly is reflected in our relationship with our money, our relationship with business, our relationship with our partners. So personal development is a huge part of financial development as well. So I just wanted to share a few tips today. There's lots more where that came from, but if you're interested in unlocking your money mojo, then I would really encourage you to reach out, visit my website, patrinawisdom.com, and let's schedule a time to chat so that we can do a financial needs analysis for you and really understand where you're at now, where you would like to be in the future financially, and discuss putting together a plan to actually make that dream a reality. So with that, I'm going to say namaste, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.